People of YouTube, nice to see you, right? I'm diving right into the action. First off, I got something to talk about, and it's YouTube worthy. So, a little bit ago, this week actually, I hit 3,000 subscribers. So, yo, that's kind of cool. First off, I want to say I'm genuinely thankful to everyone who's here. That's really, really cool. If you are watching me, even if you're just watching this single video, I'm really thankful for you. You're a really cool person. That's about it. Also, all the new people who are coming in, thank you so much. It's really cool, right? Not Kings put out a little thingy that said underrated YouTuber or YouTuber of the week. He's a really cool guy. You should check him out. He gave me that, like, you know, great shout out from him. So shout out to that man for shouting. Yeah, and it's a So yeah, from the influx of people who are coming because they want a Bedrock Technoblade, I can provide. We're killing you. My teammate's amazing, by the way. Shout out to that man. Thank you. Yeah! That was a synchronized combo. You've heard of synchronized swimming. You know what that was? Synchronized combo. Let's go, sparring. Thank you. Beautiful end of the game. Anyway, now I am done with talking about YouTube, so we're diving into the goodies. We're opening that goodie bag, we're sticking our hand in the candy jar, and we're whipping out a banger, right? So I've had this story. I've been sitting on this for a really long time. How long? Like last summer, right? So it is 2021, which means last summer was 2020 summer. And if you guys aren't familiar, I'm not sure how you wouldn't be, but that was COVID summer. So, over COVID summer, we did not, like, our family were Christian, but we didn't go to church over COVID summer because, I mean, COVID, you know, global pandemic, you know. On 2021 summer, my parents were like, you know what, Little Tub Bubble, because that's my real name. My real name is Little Tub Bubble. That's what my parents call me. Friend, get punched off. There you go. Thank you. Die. Oh my gosh, I am so happy about that kill. Anyway, where was I? So my parents are like, Little Tub Bubble, right? They say to me, you need more Jesus in your life. And I'm like, do I? And they're like, yeah. So I'm like, what do you mean, Mr. and Mrs. Tub Bubble? Because again, that's their real names, you know. And then Mr. and Mrs. Tub Bubble say to me, right? They say, we got a plan. Because COVID's like, you know, you got your vaccine. Everything's chilling now. We are going to send you to Jesus Camp. I'm like, what's Jesus Camp? And they're like, well, let me break this down for you, Little Tub Bubble. Jesus Camp is a place where you go to a sleepaway for 7 days, right? With all your buddies and pals. And then you play games and you sing songs about Jesus. And I'm like, you know what? Why not? I'm on board, right? So the games at this camp were quite amazing. I was a huge fan, right? And one of the games in particular was called Outpost. Basically, the way this game works is it's human capture the flag. There's two teams, you know, there's like probably like 200 some kids at the camp, and you're divided into, oh, this guy's dead. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Get bullied. Oh my gosh, this is sad to watch. Okay, well. By the way, this camp is massive. It's like, the amount of space that we have to play in is like 75 acres, which is a lot for capture the flag, right? So it's human capture the flag, which means instead of searching for flags, you're searching for people. Or in this game, they're called generals, right? There are 5 generals per side. Each one is worth a different amount of points. The 5-star general is worth 5,000 points. The 4-star general is worth 4,000 points. Are you following the pattern yet? Anyway, as the most flexible person, the best hider and seeker ever, I am elected as the 5-star general, right? So I devised a strategy way before this game is actually played, because there's hype around this game. Everyone talks about this all the time, right? Like, in the weeks coming up to it, people devise plans, people, like, get their ghillie suits on. That's not a joke. People wear ghillie suits, because this is taken so seriously. So most people, whenever their team is playing, the team strategy is hide your general at the back of your thing, and then have most of your teammates patrol the front of yours, because again, if you touch someone who's the other team when they're on your side, they go to your jail, and then they're, like, out of the game, right? This guy's laggy. Very laggy. Oh my, dude, are you at your computer? He lives in Zimbabwe. What is that? Okay, at the start of the game, there's like 10 minutes for your generals to hide, and then everyone else is released. And I, being the general, work this out so far in advance. We scout the camp, and we come across this. There's this little place where you do the Jesus worship, right? And outside of it is a vending machine and a small trash can next to it. Now, I am 6'1". I'm a tall man. I happen to also be the world's most flexible person. I kid you not. I can jump rope my arms. You're gonna understand more about that whenever there's a face reveal. Anyway, I can fit in this trash can. I size it up. No one would think anyone would be able to fit in there, but I'm like, okay, if we unscrew the lid of this trash can, bring the bag to a dumpster, put me in, put a bag over top of me, cut a bag in the hole, and then screw one screw back in over the lid, and then have someone hide me in that, then they would be the perfect spot. And boy, was I right. So in order for my best hiding spot ever to work, I need 3 things. Number 1, I need a screwdriver to get the top of the trash can off. Number 2, I need a new bag so that way I can hide it over myself, so that way if you look in, you just see trash bag. You wouldn't see me hiding under the trash bag, you would just see clean trash bag. And we need the trash bag so that way we can take out the trash that's currently in it and replace it with a human. And most importantly, number 3, I need an accomplice. I need someone to do this for me, because I can't like, you know, take the trash bag out by myself. Anyway, before the week started, we saw our counselor fixing one of the bunk beds, because again, this is a sleepaway camp with a screwdriver, and we need that. We need it so bad. We check. Both of them are Phillips heads. If you don't live in America, Phillips heads are this. You know. So the first thing we do is we ask our counselor to borrow the screwdriver, and he says no. And we're really confused by this at first, right? And we don't know why he would say no. And he's like, I don't know what you're gonna do with it. Tell me. So we cave instantly. We tell him the plan, and he's like, no, you guys can't do that. And then you know what we do? We say okay, and then we steal the screwdriver. So at night, whenever he's patrolling the cabins to make sure kids aren't up at, like, you know, 2 a.m., like, I don't know, doing whatever, like, you know, drugs in the bathroom, I guess. And when he's doing this, the tool bag which he has is unattended. So you know what we do? Again, this felt way more intense than it was. We just went over and grabbed the screwdriver. But yeah, we went over and grabbed the screwdriver, and then my accomplice, who I've decided, his name is Caden, he puts it in his pillowcase, and that's phase 1 complete. He doesn't notice the screwdriver's missing, because you're not going to look for your Phillips head screwdriver, right? So after doing our, you know, our devious heist, if you will, at like 1 in the morning, we are on to phase 2, which is the trash bag. Now, we know exactly where to get the trash bags from. They have this, they provide lunch every day at this camp, right? And every day, the lunch lady comes out with her trash bag, and I know I need this in order to win the game. By the way, I do take this game so seriously. Oh my gosh. This guy just got destroyed, by the way. Look at that. He's at his computer, but his mind is not at his computer. We're gonna wait for him to die. He just killed... Oh my gosh. So we decided the best way in order to get the trash bag was to choose a quote-unquote ministry session, because again, it is a Jesus camp, afterwards, which was in the dining hall, and then steal a trash bag then. By the way, I'm saying steal the trash bag. I'm not sure if they would be mad if we just asked for the trash bag, but this felt more intense and would make better content for a little tub bubble story later, right? So this is what we went with. We signed up for learning how to do sign language, which is apparently good because, you know, if there's a deaf person, you can, like, communicate with them, and they're probably would be like, hey, this is cool. Most people can't talk to me. So, you know. Anyway, so we sign up for our sign language ministry class, and me and Caden, right, we go into the class, and basically we sit down and we learn how to sign 3 things. How old are you? What's your name? What our name is? And finally, the word turtle, right? It looks like this. So after we did our ministry session, everyone leaves, and it's us and one other person left. We have my friend Caden distract him and go tell him jokes as I steal a trash bag. Now, there's a 90% chance he saw us take the trash bag and didn't care, right? But I sneak over, I grab the trash bag as he has the other guy distracted, and we're feeling like super secret agent spies at this moment. It's the most... Listen, it wasn't intense whatsoever, but like, in the moment, oh my gosh, this was so much fun. So I get the trash bag from the little closet thingy, right? And I shove it down the back of my pants, looking like I have a dumpy, right? And that is all 3 phases. We have the screwdriver, we have the trash bag, and I have the accomplice. Me and Caden are hype. Oh my gosh, we are so ready for this. We tell 5 people about our plan, like the people in our cabin, and they're equally hype over it, right? And we decided that the best spot to do this was, again, not at the back like everyone else said, but at the front, right next to your opponent's territory, because we don't think they would look there, right? And again, we were so right. The second the round starts, we run out ready to execute our beautiful, perfect strategy that we put way too many hours into planning. That guy, by the way, dead. Wait, I'm gonna steal his kill. Oh, Kobe again. Kobe a 3rd time. Uh-oh. So the second the game starts, again, we run right out, right next to their territory, and we execute the plan to perfect precision. We had this rehearsed so well. Die, please die. Why is he not dying? Please, sir. Okay. Thank you. Is he? Oh, he's just flying. Okay. By the way, I recorded last round at like midnight at like 12, and then my dad came in and was like, you know, little tub bubble, go to sleep. And I was like, okay. So, anyway, it's a new day. It's the new morning. Today's Sunday. Yesterday was Saturday. So, I have a new teammate. His name is Oreo. I don't know how to pronounce it. That's okay. His channel is, yep, that's his channel. Anyway, it's a new day. Where was I? Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, the game starts, right? And we run over to the trash can with our trash bag and screwdriver in hand. Now, first off, we plan this out, so again, it goes perfectly. He gets there, my friend Caden, he unscrews the top of the trash can. I take out the trash bag, and he hands it to me. And then I go, no, this is your job. So I get in the trash can without a trash bag in it, and he starts running the bag over to the dumpster. He gets it in time. Again, it's a really small trash can, and I am 6'1", right? So all of the screws that he took out of the top of the trash can are sitting right next to it. So if anyone was, like, actually thinking about it, they're like, hey, why did someone unscrew this trash can? And then I'd be found. So we hide the screws behind the trash can, And then he, after putting the bag in the dumpster, right, he puts a new trash bag over me, so that way, again, if you look down and above it, you would just see a trash bag. You wouldn't see me because I'm hidden underneath the trash bag, right? To be clear, this is 5-head. I was so proud whenever I thought of this. So now that I'm in my hiding spot, I rip a hole in the trash bag so I don't suffocate, because there's no holes in the side except for this one little slit, so that way you can, like, have a handle. Like, it's not like an actual handle, it's just like a little hole. I'm very good, you're dead, and spell of life, and you're dead too. Watch. Combo time, where's my keybinds are messed up, okay. I rip a hole in the trash bag so that we can actually breathe, and I'm just sitting there, and my friend starts putting the lid of the trash can on, and then he takes a screw and screws one screw into the trash bag. So to be clear, I can unscrew it from the inside because it's only very loosely in there, but if you try to lift it up, it will stop. So to be clear, I think this is invincible. This is the best spot ever that you could ever be in. There's one more man, and he's right over, okay, he just, yep, In order to distinguish the people who are like the generals, who are like the flags, and the people who are just playing a part, the people who are playing gets wristbands. I was on the green team, right, and then the other team was purple, and then all the generals had hats with stars on them. So it was just like a white baseball cap, but on the white baseball cap were 5 stars drawn on it, and I wasn't allowed to take this off or else I was disqualified, and I was like cheating because then, you know, you were pretending you weren't like a general. I'm the human flag, and I like hiding. I find it really fun, and oh my gosh, did such interesting things happen. I got so much content out of this. See, I thought this game would be normal and last like, I don't know, 45 minutes maybe if we're pushing it, but no, oh my gosh, and I committed to it. I had a watch on me, and I started a stopwatch. I counted it. The total time I was in there was 2 hours and 4 minutes, and then the siren went off. So at the start of it, right, by the way, this guy, dead. Okay, poor man. So for the first 30 minutes or so that I'm in there, nothing happens. Literally, like, people walk by me all the time, because again, the spot that I chose is right at the line where the 2 territories meet. So people are constantly around there, right? People are buying drinks from the soda machine, people are doing all this stuff. But one thing I forgot is that in a trash can next to a soda machine, you know what people use that trash can for? Throwing away trash. So when I'm chilling in the trash can, I get a number of things thrown down to me. Number 1, the first thing is a half-open bag of Cheetos is thrown down to me. Now, I was tempted to eat the Cheetos because I was really hungry, but I decided against it. The second thing that was thrown down to me, I'm guessing it was by one of my friends, but a full can of cold Pepsi was thrown in, and it hit my head, and I went, ah! And I think it was definitely my friends who threw it down. Please, sir, here's the combo. Here it is. There it is. He has 1.5 hearts. There we go. Does my teammate have that kill? Yeah, he does. Watch that. Yeah, look at that. GG. So I thought I gave myself up whenever I went, ah, you know, because, like, I reacted to being hit on the head with a full can of Pepsi, right? And then I looked out, you just remember I said I have that little handle peephole to look out of? I looked out to see if anyone had seen me, and I see my friend Caden squatting in front of me, giving me a thumbs up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, a blessing from the gods, right? So at this point, I know that this soda was, like, not contaminated. I know that this is from my friend, and he was just helping me out. So I sit in the trash can, and I'm starting to be like, I'm a genius, right? I'm sitting in the trash can watching people pass me throughout this little peephole and cracking open a cold can of Pepsi. This was so much fun. But yeah, as I'm drinking my Pepsi, a couple things happen. The first one, I see a group of the purple team. Again, I'm on the green team, so if the purple team touches me, then I'm dead. Technically, they could just reach in the top and, like, tag me, you know, if they just reach through the little hole I have in the trash bag to breathe, right? But they're not gonna look in there, right? So a group of purples come over to my trash can, right? Yeah, so they're standing around the trash can eating food, and one of them says to the other, I think we should start looking for their 5-star general. And I am the 5-star general. Again, there's 100 kids per side, so I'm, like, one of the most important people in this game. The other guy is the other team's 5-star general. But yeah, it's me and him, and we're both really, really important. And they're looking for me. And the second they said we should start looking for the other team's 5-star general, whenever they said that, I was trying so hard not to laugh. That was amazing. That was one of the best moments of my life. The amount of adrenaline I had there, oh my gosh, I felt so smart. Again, right next to them, and they said, let's go look for their 5-star general. Oh my gosh, was I proud. Now again, remember how I said they were standing next to the vending machine, like chatting? You know what people do next to a vending machine? They're buying snacks and they're buying drinks. And you know what happens when they finish those? They throw them out. So at this point, I get a couple more things in the mail. The first one gives me another can of Pepsi. This one's empty, unlike the first one from my man Caden. Shout out to Caden, right? The next one is an empty pack of Oreos. The only other thing that's thrown out in this time is a literal cup of coffee. This was by a counselor, because again, there are counselors at this camp, right? And the cup of coffee is hot. Oh my gosh, like, it wasn't full, because he was, like, just got done drinking it. I don't know, maybe French vanilla wasn't his thing. But the thing is, you know how I said, like, the hole that I made for myself was, like, it wasn't too high up, because I wasn't expecting them to throw out liquids, right? Apparently, lots of people throw out liquids, so the bottom of a trash bag has, like, this jungle juice in it. And anyway, the coffee is hot, and a drop gets on me, and I verbally react to it. And I see the guy just stop and stare at the trash can for like a solid minute. And he thinks he's hearing things. I don't know. He thinks there's like a ghost in the trash can, I guess. I don't know what it was, but I was dying inside. Oh my gosh, it was terrifying and hilarious all at the same time. After those events, it all went pretty smooth sailing. At one point, a guy did like kick the trash can. I'm not sure why. It might have been one of my friends, but I didn't see him. Also, this guy's destroying me. I gotta leave. I'm going over here. See ya. Anyway, at this point, it was just me versus my own mind. I felt like I was doing a Mr. Beast challenge, right? You know, like the buried alive for 50 hours. It felt like that. It got really, really boring. Because again, we don't have phones at this camp because it's just, you know, supposed to be us and Jesus, you know. So during my time, I stared at my watch and just listened to people's conversations as they passed my trash can. Anyway, so after these 2 hours of sitting there, I'm starting to get cramped because again, I'm 6'1" and I'm curled up in a trash can, which is like 2 feet wide, maybe 2.5 feet, something like that. Anyway, eventually the alarm sounds. They send out their, you know, little air horn thingy or bobber, and I am so happy that there's a group of people next to me whenever whenever the alarm sounds, right? So I undo the top of the trash can because again, I can do that. I can undo the screw from the inside, and I get out in front of 6 people, and I smell bad at this point, and they just all stare at me. Their jaws drop. Because I have my 5-star general hat on, and I'm really proud of it. And I said, look in for me, because again, they were the kids who said, I think we should start looking for their 5-star general. And oh my gosh, their face is amazing. That was one of the happiest moments of my life. I went back to my team, we read out the score, and apparently all but their 3-star general got found, and only like our 1 and 2-star general got found. So we won by a landslide, and I was congratulated so much by all of my friends that week. And let me tell you, you might be wondering, little tub bubble, why would you hide in a trash can for 2 hours? What must the prize be? It must be something insane for you to be willing to do that. And you know what it was? Nothing. It was bragging rights. Oh my gosh. Also, so first things first, right? We're gonna do this and then hit him off. Yep, that's one. Oh, and then the other guy just fell off on his own. Okay, cool. The reason why I went so hard for this game is because I have a reputation of being the world's best hide-and-seek player, right? Some of my more famous spots, one time I hid in a pool breathing through a hose. I'm not joking about this. This is a real story. I had my friend set up a hose, and then I went to the bottom of the pool, and I breathed through it for, I think it was like 15 minutes for hide and seek, and it was one of the best memories, because I had goggles on. I got so wrinkly after that, but it was so worth it. Just watching myself climb out of the pool, and again, I was watching people walk around as it happened, so that was probably my best spot that I've ever had, right? That's really awkward. We're gonna pretend I didn't end my win streak like that. But yeah, breathing through a hose at the bottom of the pool was one of my favorite ones. At some point, I swear, somebody who was looking for me literally made eye contact with me, and he was fully clothed, and so was I. I was fully clothed at the bottom of the pool, and he, instead of being like, you know what, I'm gonna jump in and get the guy, he was just like, yeah, well played, sir, and he literally just started clapping. I didn't, like, hear it, obviously, but I saw him clapping, and he just walked on. That was so much fun. So obviously, in terms of hide and seek, I have a lot to live up to, right? I have a bunch of spots. One of my favorites was I actually, before the game started, I put a picnic table in the top of a pavilion, like up in the rafters, and then I climbed up there and then sat there as the game went on. That was one of my favorite spots. Other than that, I don't have anything too entertaining. Anyway, my first time playing hide and seek, right? My friend came over to my house, and it was me and this random other 7-year-old girl. I was 7 too, right? And she was like, hey, let's hide behind your washing machine. And we weren't expecting this to be a good spot. We were expecting them to see us and then leave. But no, my parents legitimately did not see us. And then they started being like, hey, where are you guys? We legitimately can't find you. And we were like, oh, they're trying to make us come out. And anyway, they eventually called the police because they thought we, like, got kidnapped because we lived in a really bad neighborhood. Moral of the story, right? I don't lose hide and seek, even if the police need to be called. Anyway, that's the end of the video. If you like me, subscribe. Please do that. Please, please. Thanks for 3K. Anyway, make yourself some tea. Have a nice day.